What is up, guys? My name is Jackal, and we're back. We're back here for more Pokemon Red, the replay version. And last time, my dude went up against Misty, and yeah, Giga Chad over here whooped some ass. We did it. And that basically concludes the longest slog of this game. From here on out, it should be much more smooth sailing. So, speaking of sailing, we're on our way to the SS Anne. Look at that, what a segue. But yeah, the title of this video is definitely pretty contentious. And we'll get on that in a sec. We're going to chill out here before we get riled up. The people here were robbed. It's obvious the Team Rocket is behind this most heinous crime. Alright. Can't find the dude clearly in the back fucking yard. Trying to dig their way to no good. Now, if Nidoqueen can learn dig, dude, let's fuck this dude up. I want it. Give it to me. That I'm taking. Chop, huh? Let's get my boy out. We'll play type advantages. Eat a dick. Easy. What's the next one? Drowsy. Well, your physical defense should not be that good. Good enough. What's he gonna do? Pound me? Yeah. Nice. Alright. Bring up the queen. But yeah, as the thing says, at this point, with all the shit going on here with Andrew Tate and shit, oof. I'm, at this point, just hoping he's guilty. Not like for him. Like, if the dude's guilty, the dude's guilty. And it is what it is. Like, you know, let whatever the evidence is and let wherever it lies be what it is. But for his fans, because of his fans, I basically hope the motherfucker's guilty. That's right, give me that shit. Fucking run the pockets. Ass face. Fuck out of here. I'll talk to you on my way back. Let me heal the queen. But no, like, this whole thing with Andrew Tate being arrested, like, I just really don't care. Like, I don't think he's, like, a very good role model. I don't think, like, all of these red pill types, there is a little bit of advice they give that really is all, like, broadly always pretty acceptable. All the shit about, you know, getting your diet in order, trying to make sure you maintain a job, making sure you maintain steady income, making sure that, you know, you're on top of, you know, your hygiene, your looks, you know, making sure that you're keeping clean and everything. None of these, being confident, none of the sets of advice that any of these red pill types, when they talk about that, is ever a problem. Wait, you have a Diglett? What the fuck does he even need Dig for? It's like literally what the Pokemon does. Nidoqueen cannot? What? What is this bullshit? Alright. Dig is a really good move. I don't know if I want to waste it on fucking Raticate. Not that it's even a waste, but... God damn it. But, like, not only do I think that Andrew Tate's advice isn't all that great, I don't even think this motherfucker cares about young men. Like, at all. I would almost say that, like, the kind of people that would be his fans, I would almost guarantee that he hates these kinds of people. Ooh, there's stuff that's hidden in here. I know I'll come back through here at some point. And when I do, I'm going to definitely find where the secrets are, the things that people have dropped down here. But no, it's no secret that when Andrew Tate ran his cam business, even if we take none of the rumors about the sex trafficking, take out all of that stuff, none of that stuff matters. Even without that, he's talked about how his way of running the cam business is the girls are obviously doing their thing, and he has a guy behind the keyboard talking to the chat members. So he's fully admitted that when all of these like lonely, young, socially awkward men that he's supposedly trying to tell to, overcome overcome this behavior and this, that, and the other. Don't be a simp. Don't follow these OnlyFans hoes and all this shit. He is profiting off of these same young men that he's trying to help. And not like profit off of them with like his Hustlers University, where he profits off of them, but then I guess gives them advice. Like, no. This dude is instead like profiting off of like the same behaviors that he has a problem with women doing. The exact same behaviors. All of these poor, young, lonely men all want to feel like some sort of connection with a woman. So that, his women that he has, that, he runs through their agency, they're not even talking to these women. They're talking to some dude. So when they're sitting there stroking it to what they think is a woman, or not necessarily a woman, whatever you get what I mean. They're not talking to the person that they're interacting with. They're talking to somebody just straight up behind the screen. So like he's like lying to all of these same young men and profiting off of them. And the only way you could do that is that you don't care about those young men. That's the only way. Nobody. Woo-hoo, get me the fuck out of here. Scoot. Ooh, that doesn't affect me though. Ooh. Only somebody who maybe not hates these young men, but only somebody who at very least is incredibly indifferent to these young men would do something like that. Nobody who actually cares about these young men bettering themselves would ever do something like that. Is there any group of people that you could think that you care about, that you would also be comfortable lying to and profiting off of? And not just profiting off of them, but profiting off of them in the very same way that you're telling them not to give other people that same sort of, like, money. Oh yeah, don't give it to these OnlyFans hoes. But then he'll be the one that's actually, like, running these women through a business and then lying to the men that they're talking to. Just everything. It's so fucking dirty and slimy. And the fact that, like, none of these people actually even care or anything. It's like, bro, what in the fuck? It just puts me in a mind loop where it's like, you know, I listen to all these people who talk about, like, the plights of these people, the plights of those people. And then things come up and it's like, they don't even care. I don't think any of them care that these young men are being preyed upon by the very same person that's, like, supposed to not be doing it to them. And I'm not even talking about any of the accusations and shit. I don't even have to go there. Just on the way he ran his business. That's enough on its own. It's enough for it to just be really gross and slimy behavior. And again, behavior that I think only somebody who either hates all of these men or at very least just doesn't give a fuck about them. Have somebody sitting there saying like, oh man, look at me, I run a dentist business. Oh yeah, I really care about the dental health of children. And then it's found out that you're like fucking filling their food with like sugar on like all of their foods. I don't know how one person would be able to do that, but like conceptually, as stupid as that sounds, like playing out of both sides, like that sounds like something that like a Powder Puff Girl villain would do back in the day. Fucking be filling the kids' food with so much sugar that it fuels their fucking bad dental health so that way you can profit off of it on both ends of the spectrum. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I was gonna say, can we get rid of this fucking Spiro? God damn, bro. Let's get the Melian out. Let's get the melon out. Come on, melon! Melion. $12 levels above. I'm confident in your ability to tank a fucking... tank a Hyper Fang if he had one. But it appears that he did not. Ooh, though I am going to have the rod here soon, which means I'll be able to start catching some fucking... I'll be able to start catching some fucking water-type Pokemon. Which means I might be able to find something really fucking cool at some point. And I think one of the getting the rod is somewhere in this town, somewhere. Jesus Christ, this motherfucker is flying down this neighborhood street. Yep, the fishing guru, there we go. I now possess an old rod. Alright, I'll have to look up what the different things I can get are even in here. But I'll look that up after I'm done, because I can't really backtrack until I get cut, which will be here in a minute. SSN moored in the harbor. We've heard Grimer multiplies in toxic sludge. That is their breeding ground. Gross. Was it a Machoke? A Machop? Machop ain't even that big. Can't do that. Port of exquisite sunsets. Now I know, me talking about how shitty of a person, Andrew Tate is. Yeah, I get it. Where the fuck is my Bugatti and all that shit? Where's, I'm here playing Pokemon. And I'm over here insulting the top G. But, like, fuck people like that, bro. And especially when his fans are like, oh man, the Matrix is coming after him. And it's like, bro, the two biggest male figures right now of that way are Jordan B. Peterson and Andrew Tate. And only one of them right now is having a sex trafficking problem. And they largely say a lot of the same shit when it comes to like masculinity and manhood, especially in the direction of young men. So like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, yeah, Jordan Peterson, there's issues, I think, of him getting canceled when he doesn't necessarily have, when he shouldn't be from, like, speaking events and shit. But, like, he's not finding himself getting off of Twitter or getting himself banned or getting himself arrested. Like, he's not having these problems. So, like, I don't want to hear all this shit from Andrew Tate fans where it's like, oh, man, the government's after him. It's all an op. And it's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Collected over 100 Pokemon. That is way too many fucking Pokemon. Oh god, no, I didn't want to look. I didn't want to... Why are we thinking about horse? Jesus Christ. Okay, I got a bike voucher. I forgot that's where I get that. Bro, Jesus Christ. Dude is over here fucking masturbating to the goddamn Rapidash. Holy shit. Was very vocal about it. I must say, vocal about Pokemon is one way to fucking put that experience right there. Holy shit. I don't know if I've ever actually felt like I was like sexually harassed by a fucking NPC before, but god damn that out. Ooh, Spearow. No, I have a Fearow. For a Farfetch'd? Farfetch'd, I don't know how good of a Pokemon that is. But if I were to get a Farfetch'd here, I wouldn't be able to fish here, so I don't know if that would be a Pokemon I want to get for my Nuzlocke. Use Pokemon for criminal acts. Trafficking Pokemon. Wow, speaking of trafficking, what a surprise. Alright, let's get ourselves 10 Pokeballs. Because we need them. 10 of those. Alright, we gotta sell some stuff. Alright. A nugget can go because that's literal self-fodder. And then I have stuff that can be put away. I don't really have anything to sell. That is not the sound that a Pidgey makes. Fly a letter to Saffron. Oh yeah, no, I went under the tunnel, so Saffron is in the north. Never mind, fuck me. That tunnel was not that long. Fuck out of here. That seems like some lies. Alright, yeah, we might as well get ourselves over to the, no, let's put stuff away first. I'm going to put away my TMs, because I'm not going to touch any of them now. Because I need to figure out who can use what and what I should use for whom. It fainted while we were walking. Yep, I had that happen to an old boy. Pokemon raised is stronger than one in the wild. No, this is mine. Alright, deposit items. 1 TM. 2 TMs. 3 TM? 4. Bro, the fact that Nidoqueen can't learn Dig is like almost goddamn triggering. Almost. But yeah, no, especially, you know, having a son of my own really kind of helps also color how I think about these sorts of things. Because, like, bro, I don't want my son growing up thinking any of this stupid fucking shit. Flash the ticket. Walk on in, baby. Good song. Yeah, the bottom right. Yeah, this is where we want to start. All the way in the very back corner. Trainers all ready. Excellent. This is always one of my favorite areas in the game. Especially because I hate, like, a lot of the parts before this. Not that the game's bad, but, like, there's so much grinding that even at the beginning of the game that it takes just to get your Pokemon not at level 3 and 5 and shit. That alone is just annoying. But no, like, you know, having a son of my own, like, I don't want my son thinking this way. I don't want him thinking of relationships with women in the same way that he does. Where, you know, you basically got to keep your woman underneath you at all times. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. I don't mind a lot of the self-improvement stuff. A lot of the self-improvement stuff can be whatever, you know? Good, bad, whatever. That advice is usually innocuous, but as soon as he starts getting into any of the relationship shit and the way that you gotta, like, keep women underneath you, like, bro, it's not helping. It's not helping young men at all. It's not helping these young and insecure men actually get the women in relationships that they want. It'll keep them coming to you wondering what they can do fucking better to get those women. That's what it'll definitely do. Paralized. Ain't that a bitch? And you know, I haven't listened to the most terrible amount of what he says. I've heard enough of both good shit and bad. But just when I see the message that he tries to put out and then the way that he runs his business, even without any trafficking thing, it's already like the actions of a fraudster. And I just don't like it. I feel very uncomfortable about it. I feel very uncomfortable that there would be somebody who'd be like, yes. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by by an animal that I think I see. Probably a raccoon. But anybody's like, yes, look at all these young and insecure men. Look at how they're simping off of all these women. Wouldn't it be great if they were simping after my women who I could have so that way I could get a cut instead? Like, that's what he cares about. He cares about him getting a cut off of these men's insecurities and their loneliness. He doesn't care about curing it. Is it super effective, though? Is it really? No, it's not. And the fact that so many of these people refuse to, like, even question any of this shit. Alright, I don't care about rest. Definitely a TM I do not care about. But I mean, like, I've talked in plenty of my videos of having 2 girlfriends. And, like, I managed to have 2 girlfriends and live, like, a polyamorous lifestyle while not holding any of my girls in, like, any sort of like controlling or manipulative relationship or lying to them about anything. Like, none of that shit ever has to happen. You don't have to be a tough G and making fucking bills. All these guys that say like, oh man, these social media is creating a slew of women who, you know, won't even give a normal guy a chance. Bro, it's not true. I mean, I like fucking like new women, so by all means, keep being the way that you are, because it makes it easier for me. I've seen the messages that fucking dudes send women. I see the dumb shit that they say. Getting with a lot of these women is so easy when you guys are the fucking competition. Alright, let's get... Oh, shit. Let's get Eradicate in here a couple times. Have him hyperfang some of these bitches. Take a big old bitty bite. But you know, I'm not... I work a fucking blue collar job working at UPS. I don't make a lot of money. Shit, both of my girls make more money than fucking I do. And I mean, yeah, there is a part of our relationship that's a little more traditional, where I'm the one who kind of leads the two of them. But it's not in any fucking weird, like, I'm a man and you're gonna follow my lead. Like, I'm the one who's spent a long part of my life, like, debating and arguing and doing certain things. I, like, fight for the way that I want to do things. And, you know, what helps me is that there are times where either of the women will be correct about something. And at that point, you just have to be like, well, fuck. I guess I'm wrong. Fuck me. And, like, that's all you gotta say. And, like, everything's fine. You don't have to pretend to not be wrong. You don't have to, like, not admit defeat to your woman. In fact, it usually makes you, when you are right, and if you are good at arguing, getting dubs is way easier when they actually will recognize that you got dubs. I can argue so well with my girls because they also know that if I'm wrong, I'll admit to it. And, like, that'll just be the end of story. And it's like, alright, well, I guess that's it. But you know, this whole, like, oh no, you're gonna be my woman, and no woman ever leaves her man, and I'm gonna be this, that, and the other. Like, bro, fuck out of here. Some of those cringe-ass chat logs he had with the women, you know, you're gonna fly out here to me, and I need you to look me in the eyes and say that you'll be with me and stick through me thick and thin. Bro, what a fucking weirdo. I've never had to say anything like that to get these two fucking bitches who make more money than me follow my lead around places and do what I want. I do it by doing what they want, one, and then two, by just having a good head on your shoulders. It's funny because I'm younger than both of them. I'm the youngin'. I'm the baby boy of my group. But I live my life so antithetical to all of these red pillars, and yet, like, I have the relationship that they pretend that they, like, well, maybe not pretend, that they want to have. And, like, I live it, and I got it through completely different means. I have multiple women by the fact that I can just be cool and be chill and just be friends with women and just be a normal dude and not treat them like fucking things I'm trying to fuck. Usually that makes you more personable, and usually they want to fuck you more afterwards. That's how it works. But no, I just don't like these guys. I don't like the advice they give. I don't like the way that they present it. I don't like the way that they profit on the back end, on both ends of the coin of the market that they're trying to both fix and also perpetuate. It's just gross. He's a fraudster. He's looking really much like a fucking criminal at this point. Because, like, all the shit that he said in both, like, logs that they found and his own words and, like, his interviews and shit, like, he's basically incriminated himself. And sure, on its own, that don't mean shit, but all it takes now is for any bit of evidence to be found, and now all you have is Andrew Tate admitting to all of it. So, like, the admission on its own is nothing. It's just words. But if they find something, he's fucked. And you know what? He has no one to blame but himself. The dude's fucking too loud and he talks too much. He fucking runs his mouth way more than he ever should about a lot of these things. Whatever. All I know is that for his fans, I hope he's guilty. Not for him, but for you. Because you all lap up everything that he says. And it's fucking annoying. And I just don't think either. Like, I can't imagine, like, what do these guys think about Andrew Tate profiting off of these young men the same way that, you know, all of these regular OnlyFans and, you know, Instagram models do? Like, he creates part of the simp market and makes money off of it. Like, what? Does that even mean anything to them? Or do they just like, well, it's their fault for paying for it? Well, then, that's not what you say to men who are paying OnlyFans models any other time. Before, you're like, no, don't be simping out for these women. It's like, all right, well, then why are you okay with it now? Is it because Andrew Tate is running it? And it's like, well, you know what? Now this dude I like is scraping money off the top. So now it's okay. Like, bro, what? I don't understand. I don't understand any of it. I think these people are dumb. I think his fans are dumb. Or they're children. If they're children, then, like, fuck, I get it. You're kids. You know, you don't think you have a lot of good role models because you don't think the people around you are good enough role models because you don't understand what a good role model actually is. Like, bro, even if you're like, you don't have a dad in the home, there's plenty of coaches, teachers, people that you can look up to in that way, at least one. There's one somewhere. And it's not hard to find. Like, you don't have to go looking to some fraudster on YouTube to sell you a message that you either have to pay him to join at Hustlers University or he'll just profit off of your loneliness and your suffering. So, whatever. Fuck him. I hope he's in jail. Peace.